Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the F&G Show.
What's happening, folks? This is the F&G Show. The F&G Show.
That's the wine.
Hope y'all like my digs. You like my digs? Disco. Money bags over here.
What we got today, Frank?
Well, I'm representing today the First Amendment. Y'all probably haven't heard about the story of Afroman. And so what we're going to do, I'll probably give you a little bit of backstory before we play the video so you'll know where we're coming from. But I'm not going to go into detail. He's a rapper. A skank told the police department that he had a dungeon with people kidnapped in there. They came to his house, knocked and kicked down his door looking for something. And one of the policemen had his gun out, but he was staring at that lemon pound cake. And he went on a defense, start making diss videos. And then we'll talk about this more later in just a minute.
Can y'all take him serious looking like that?
First Amendment.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake.
Look at it. He can't stop looking at me.
Pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his glide.
Lemon pound cake.
Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He's a Adams County Sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell. He was sniffing for weed. Then he smelled another smell. What was that?
Go ahead and cut the cake, man.
Pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
He wanted to cut a half.
Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his glide. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He sees my cake and my porno mag call boom boom. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake.
Mama's lemon pound cake got him distracted.
So nice. Make the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his glide. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. Lemon pound cake.
Oh,
He
man.
wanna put down his glide. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok.
Lemon pound cake.
He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got high.
Lemon pound cake.
Pound cake.
Well, the remix to Under the Boardwalk.
That's what that was?
Under the boardwalk.
Oh,
down by the
yes.
sea.
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah.
He knows all the oldies and goodies.
Baby.
He knows all the oldies and goodies. So, like I said, The Adams County Police Department sued him for defamation because when they broke in his house and then they stole some of his money too and didn't give it back. And they sued him for defamation, thought they were going to get millions of dollars because he was already popular. He wasn't popular around the world, but he was popular. I never knew about him before the court case. And so he went to court. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do another video on some of the people on the stand. This case is one of the most hilarious court cases I have ever witnessed. I watched a lot of the court cases. You remember that old show, the Peyton Place movies, or soap opera, the Peyton Place? You remember that?
Yeah.
You got lesbians, you got child molester on the police force, you got thieves. He did multiple diss videos. One policeman's wife divorced him because he did a diss video that he was screwing her. We're going to show that video too. We're going to do all of them. And the whole case was hilarious. He was dressed up as United States flag, and we're going to show that video too in the next episode of the F&G show. But it was hilarious. And they thought they were going to get paid. You know, you think you're going to get paid when you go to court. Jury came back and said dismissed. You know why? Because parody is a freedom of speech right. So he took what they did to him and turned it into a money-making machine. Now, he even said on the stand, I wouldn't be making this kind of money if they didn't make me famous. If you hadn't broken into my house, if you hadn't believed that skank that told you I had a dungeon, you know where only dungeons are? Where you'll find dungeons? In Europe, right?
With the dragons.
That's where you find dungeons. And they were trying to find a big stash of drugs. Came to the house empty. And then the pound cake video was the one that came out first. And then everybody in this town, I think it was Mississippi, everybody in this town started putting those videos out they were doing memes and videos of this guy with the pound cake.
Wow.
What do you think?
Hey, he capitalized on it, man. That's a good thing.
So he had the First Amendment right
That's
to
good.
Free speech to make them videos.
Yeah, especially if they was in his house.
They were in his house, yeah.
They was in his house. Ain't like you was out in public recording nobody. So hey, you come in the house, fair game, baby.
And he was recording the whole break-in of the police at his house where they were tearing up his house. And someone turned off the camera in his house before they took the money. They gave him back some of the money, but he was short by $500 or $400. He said, "Where the rest of it?" He said, "We don't know." Then one of the policemen gave him the middle finger on the camera. And when you watch the court cases, we're going to show you some more of these as we do more shows, but you're going to see that this is the most hilarious case ever. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do a diss video on somebody, you have the freedom of speech to do it. I know people are trying to take our freedom of speech away right now, but he won on the grounds of freedom of speech. And he came out the courtroom celebrating. I mean, the whole police department was in on the whole thing. 6 officers.
Yeah. That's normally how it goes.
And they thought they were going to get some money for defamation.
And got Nathan.
And didn't get nada. Now, nada, not one dime, not $1, not one greenback, not 1 quarter, not 1 penny, not 1 red cent.
Well, you can't get more pennies, man. The pennies are done.
Pennies are done? I have 3 pennies in my pocket right now.
You better keep them. Because they ain't making no more.
They not making no more?
Dead. Yeah, the penny is dead.
We gonna do, hey, that's what we doing. Freedom of speech. And if y'all come after us on the F&G show, we can go to court. We can go to court. And we're gonna win with freedom of speech. You got it?
And while Frank down there fighting for his rights, I'll be at home watching him on TV.
You're supposed to have my back.
Way back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get on up out of here. That's Afroman right there. Pound
Afroman.
cake. I think I want me some lemon pound cake now.
I'm gonna make me one too.
Yeah, sure you are, man. Come on, man.
I'm making a
Stop
pound
it,
cake.
Stop it.
I'm making
Stop
a
it.
11-pound cake, and you know what I'm gonna put? You know what I'm gonna put on there as a subtitle? Adams County Sheriff Department lemon pound cake.
Make sure you got batteries in your camera because they coming to kick in the door. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get up out of here, man. This is the F&G show.
The F&G show.
Over a glass of wine.
The F&G show.